world, welcome back to Accelerate and welcome to what's going to be Halloween Action Day at Castle Combe. Done this a bit backwards, as you can see we're actually leaving the show, but I can tell you it was an amazing day, and I'm going to play a clip from towards the end of the day very quickly because I had an amazing gesture, and if you know the person, or if you are the person that made this gesture, please let me know, but we're going to get stuck straight in. I want to say a massive thank you. I've just come back to my car. Please let me know who you are. This was on my windscreen. I have a Hot Wheels MX-5, but I couldn't find a yellow one, so thank you so much whoever you are. And some lovely person has also left a keyring. I love that. That will be going on my set of keys. So honestly, whoever you are, I hope you watch this video. Drop me a message. I just want to say thank you because that's incredible. One of the best things about Halloween Action Day, not only do you get to see cool cars, but people do put in a lot of effort dressing them up. This is one of the best ones you've seen so far. That's genuinely terrifying. That is cool. There's little details everywhere you look. Oh my god, that is cute. So we've got what Tom's car should look like. We do love this thing every show. Sarah's Mark III MX-5. Get it sorted, Tom. And a car that I love that you really don't see anymore, the Mark I Mondeo, and it is a saloon as well. Again, I might be a bit biased, but this is absolutely... This is what I aspire to have mine like, as clean as this. This sits beautifully in the best colour for an MX-5, and... our next job is getting mine this clean, okay? Just warning you guys, I may have to film every Scooby for Georgia. So here's number one. And we've got a ghost dressed up as an S13 over here. Pink seems to be a strong theme this year. Not that I'm complaining. It's amazing to see all the different shades, and me and Georgia already agree. This is one of our favourite cars here. We've got a proper Max Power style body kit on the Civic, and they've put in the efforts to dressing it up as well. I still love this shape. I wanted one of these back when you could pick them up for like 500 quid. That does not happen anymore. Now, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to show my age now. Comment below if you know who these people are. Well, not people. If you know who these things are. They weren't people a long time ago. Oh, right next to a G60 Corrado. R34 saloons always used to sort of be neglected, no one wanted, but they're really starting to get cool these days. He's got the bonnet raised, and I'm not surprised. He's got some juicy bits. You can see the Greddy intake. It has got Nismo bits and a Borg-Warner turbo. Next up is what I consider the best colour for the GI Yaris. They look good in any colour, but this, Jordan's one in particular, could have washed them and got all the cobwebs off it, but this just looks absolutely incredible. I'm hoping one day you can take me out on this, dude. Now, I know you see multiple Mark I MX-5s at every show, and you do tend to see a lot of Abarths, but this one really stood out to me, even without all the funky Halloween decorations. The livery on this with the wheels just absolutely, yeah, that really works. I do love a Mark III, and one modification is if you want it lowered, just take your springs out, because that's what it looks like he's done here. No way is that static, and if it is, you have my respect, sir. That is a very pretty GT86 monoblocks on a caddy. That's pretty funky. Another Mark I MX-5 on the Mark II wheels, which I think they actually really suit. These are cars you don't see modified often here. You've got a Jetta, wide arches, and looks like sort of Brabus style wheels. That's pretty funky. And because Kenny's not with us, I can show you all the MX-5s I want. So there's two more Mark I's there. And there's another one there. They let out everywhere, it shows. I'm pretty sure at Halloween Action Day they do give awards for the best decorated car, and I hope they do, because some people really do. This is why it's one of my favourite shows, because some people really do go all out to dress their car up. That is a mad colour. Now, I've said it many times before, I like some weird, funky cars that a lot of people don't like, but this is one of my favourite cars so far. And I'm well impressed with you, because Georgia pointed this out straight away, one of her favourite cars. A Mark IV Escort on, which I've never seen, 1.9 Peugeot 205 GTI wheels. Yes, I am that much of a nerd, I can tell you they are off the 1.9 GTI. That is so clean, and I love it's not trying to be an RS or anything like that. That is one of my favourite cars here. This will be in my garage one day. So with the theme being Halloween, we've already seen a lot of Mark I MX-5s dressed up as ghosts, and it does work well. All you need to do is put a sheet on, and it's amazing the difference, the effect it has. So that is pretty cool, and they still look as happy as ever. So this section of the show is usually where there are some gems. Sorry, it is very busy here. There's a car I haven't seen for ages, and they've dressed it as well. But that is a clean little AX. I've always loved those cars. Always wanted to drive one. Some more funky decorated cars, and an Escort van with a massive Max Power bumper. I love that. Why on earth is this tucked all the way at the back? These are, once again, incredible to see over here. That is a very clean example. You can actually pick these up relatively cheap, and they still look cool as hell. Oh, and the 300ZX next to it, the Z32, loving that. This is a cool little section. It's tucked away in the corner. Some more creepy things going on here. The Civic section. Best colour for the car. I almost missed that. Another Mark I MX-5. I know this is a car show, but I love all the different decorations, as I keep saying. That's a cool little spider there. Oh, and a Civic Coupe. I do love a Civic Coupe and another car I really regret selling. I really do miss my Civics, and this is the best shaped EG, as you probably know by now. Yeah, I'm really impressed with the show this year. Yes, they're doing it right, hovering around the Mark 1. And it's got a turbo. And yes, guess what? Not only did I own one of these, I sold one, as people keep telling me. And there's another one there. Oh my God, I love this colour scheme. The green with the bronze T37s. And I love modified Supras, don't get me wrong, but seeing one this clean, pretty much standard. And it's got, obviously, you've got to have the Jaff can, which looks like a nurse spec. And another one here with the decorations inside. He looks like he's been waiting a while in there. I regret selling mine, yes, but I would not pay what people are asking these days. This is a very good section by you. And George's dream car here. We have a Scooby. This is definitely one of the nicer ones. Oh, the harness bar. Ooh, stripped out as well. Nice spec. So we love quirky things, and I much prefer my older cars. So the old, I think it's a Mark II, maybe? I might be wrong. I don't know my V-dubs that well, but the bread vans are absolutely cool as hell. I like that. Fantastic. We get to have a look inside as well. And I love that. Just looks comfy as hell. This is why we love older cars, just how basic everything is. And I've just noticed the best feature is a lot of skeletons here. I haven't seen a T-Rex one yet. That's got to be the best one here. We love it when we get VIP treatment. You wait till you see what's under the bonnet of this thing. It's the original. Do you know what engine it is? What size it is or whatever? Because I know very little about these. Going back to my rear tasting cars, there's some amazing cars here. I got so excited when I saw this thing. Another car I really regret. I've had a few Saxos, and my first track car was a Saxo. You just can't explain. Whoops, sounds like someone just had it off. You can't explain the driving feeling, driving one of these. It is literally you, the car, and mine would only have a VTR, so they were never the most powerful, but that makes you drive them harder, and it really shows your driving skill, and I get a bit nostalgic when I see these. This is, well, it is one of the rarest cars here. We looked at the front, Ben pointed out, and he was like, oh, look at that. And we were like, yeah, Scirocco, and then we noticed, yes, that has no roof, and this was not a factory option, but I was speaking to the owner, and he said there was a company that took the new cars and converted them and then sold them on. But this was actually done in 2017, which makes this one of the rarest cars, ever probably. There's one of 3 in the country, and apparently this was the last one ever converted. Once again, I love how basic these older cars are. Yes, we said there was a lot of decorated cars. This must have taken ages. I think it's a mini moke. Again, my knowledge on these, if you can tell what's under the massive toys and stuff like that, that is incredible. There's got to be a story behind this. I would love to speak to the owner. That's bonkers. Oh my God, look. I really hope they didn't drive it like that, because I imagine that would be quite distracting. And not only did the car dress up, Tigger dressed up as well. So Tom just corrected me before anyone else says it's not a mini moke, it's a mini scamp. Learn something new every day. A car that seems to be getting rarer and rarer, the Punto Abarth. Now Kyle used to have one of these, so ever since he had one, I've really had a soft spot for them. That colour is bonkers. I do believe that's a factory colour, but the white they pull off so well. She needs to get a Scooby. I do like this spec because what I did notice walking past, it's got the full cage, the dash Dodger cage, WRC wing, genuine carbon. That is a well-spec'd Hawkeye. I do like a Mark 1 TT. R34s are getting ridiculous these days, so anytime you see one, even at a show, is cool. To see one in that colour, I think we've seen that a few times, but that's amazing. On the camera, it looks blue. In person, trust me, it's more of a turquoisey colour, and anything with that sticker on it, you know it's going to be a beast. Oh, wow. Best colour for a car, and the second best Civic shape. That is cool as hell. Hey! Yes, my man! Now, we always say we're not VAG fans. I genuinely looked at buying this shape S3. These, I really think they have a charm of their own, and they're still sort of attainable. Oh, AR1s as well, well-spec'd. To me, this has just got way more personality than the newer ones, and yes, I speak from experience as I've driven the newer ones. Hopefully we can get one of these on the channel as well. And obviously Tom approves. There's another Mark 1 MX-5. Ghost looks like it's winking at me. That is a very clean Lupo. I love the colour on that with the black wheels. That's cool as hell. More decorated. That's cool as hell. We are Civic nerds. That is a car you don't see every day. I'm not sure it's like EK, EJ, Saloon. I really, really like that. With the wheels, that's very subtly done. I do love an orange car as well, and that shade of orange is absolutely beautiful. That's a really burnt orange. I don't know if that's a factory colour. Hopefully someone will know, or whether he's just done it to match the pumpkins. And another one. There's orange cars everywhere. Now, something tells me these are not daily drivers. I think we're in the drift section. So we've seen that a couple of times before. I don't think I've ever seen this one, a 300ZX. I'm really looking forward to seeing that one going around. R33 looks like. Oh, and an E46. This is a chaotic section, but the drift cars. Oh, purple E36 over there. This is usually people's favourite sections because these cars are absolutely bonkers. Purple R34, we've got an S14A. These are just deliveries on these things. Obviously being drift cars, they need to be bonkers on track and they really do it well. S13 Chaser, oh my god, there's so many different ones. That cannot be it. That's way too clean to be a drift car. And I still get confused with these. This is a Mark II, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong. S14, another S14, S13. You can see the theme here. E36 as well, of course. Bonkers liveries. That's one of my favourite things about the drift cars. They always look insane. Oh, Starlet. Very nice. Very clean. So we've actually featured this next car, but I can guarantee you won't recognise it. Yep, this is Harry's Twingo. When you guys last saw it, this thing was black. Now, Harry does do tints. I don't know where his company name is. Ah, there he is. There's the man himself. Good timing. Yeah, it's also a lot louder than the last time we saw it. I don't know what he's done. Straight piped it by the sound of it. So this is the most luxurious super mini car we've ever done, and another little addition is the screen there, and Harry just said he's literally just driven this thing to France and back and it didn't miss a beat. Wicked. Some cool cars here. Amazing 997. Only an idiot would sell a Porsche. And as you know, we've got a soft spot for the Mark 1 RSs. It takes balls to modify them these days. Mind you, it's done well. The carbon hood, this colour just never gets old. And once again, variety, fair play. RS next to the 997 Turbo. A car I will never get bored of. The old Glanza V. One of George's favourite ones here, a Bug Eye.
Is that a Supra?
The Bug Eye's really growing on me. And yes, Tom, this is a Supra. What? Mark III Supra. This is very clean. Yes, I did sell one. Well, I sold a Mark IV, but still. The Mark IIIs really do. I don't think they get enough love. Because these things, especially these days, the presence on this, it really has like 80s supercar vibes. Oh, the gauges on the dash. Don't know if you can see. I would love to know the details on this. The colour with the wheels. Oof. Oh, speaking of Glanzas, what a beautiful example. They pull off black really well. And what makes black even better? When it's partnered with carbon. That is beautiful. Really nice example. Rotor grids just suit any little Japanese hatch. That wing as well. This MX-5 already looks fed up to be here. Oh, something a bit special. The Mark 1 KAs, they're getting really rare now because the majority of them rotted away and they needed so much work. A lot of people don't put the love into them. So the Sport KA on the Cosy wheels, that is a very, very nice example of one. Oh, hello. That's clean. And I love the fact that I was distracted by a Sport KA and I almost walked past the Escort Cosworth. That is beautiful as well. In the red, that looks really good. And we've got a gaggle of FN2s here. We did say before when we were at the last Castle Chrome Action Show, I love the variety of FN2s here. So we've got the, Hyundai Coupe as well. Colour on this is bonkers. Obviously, this isn't a factory colour. The Mugen wing always looks good on these things. That red is beautiful. That does not look like the factory red. That is awesome. This. Now, if you've got, a lot of people don't even realise what this is. A Euro R, basically a code. Only ever made in Japan, so they will all imports, and you never see these things. They just look absolutely beautiful. And the worst FN2 here, but you know, it's so bad I gotta put it on the video. Oh god, follow him if you want on YouTube, but yeah, god. Yeah, I got you back. And another nice, clean looking FN2 on the end. I forget what shape these are, but the S3 I was on about down there, another example in a beautiful colour. It looks like Renault Liquid Gold. Don't know whether that's a factory colour. That is lovely as well. It looks like the Merc had a bit of an accident on the way down. That is one bonkers looking 350. I thought that was a Vale side front bumper. I don't think it is. Oh, and I'm guessing it's on there because that is some epic ground clearance. APR wing on the back. That is done really well. I really like that. I think even Kenny might like that. Something about that front end, that's awesome. I seem to be seeing these everywhere. They must be having a sale on them or something. I would really not be happy if this was my car. I mean, you're at the car show, you don't expect people to be walking all over your car. How long have you been sat there, sir? Next up, we've got what is possibly the lowest E46 on the planet. I saw this rolling in, so I'm pretty sure this is static. Fiestas you see, oh God, apologies for the noise. Fiestas you see all over the place, but you see Mark 7s these days. You don't really see Mark 6s or 6.5s anymore. And this one really stood out to me. This is very clean. A lot of people use them as track cars. But this, sort of the stance show car, I really like that. And there's an entire row. Take your pick. That is a cool lineup of different colours. I'm guessing we're in some sort of Ford section. Really jumped out my skin then. Yeah, oh wow, that's quite creepy. 10 out of 10 for the decorations on that one. As you guys know, I do love a Mark 5, and ever since driving Geraint's Puma swapped one, I've got a great appreciation for them. This colour on those wheels, that is really nice. Love my French hatches. I've seen this flying around Combe a few times. I used to have a 306, so again, another car I've got a soft spot for. MX-5 popping his head up there. Toyota Crown Estate. Again, love these cars. We featured one. They are a lot nicer to drive than you'd think, and they're a lot comfier than you might think. Another Sport KA I do really like, and another Mark 5 Fiesta. That is a very clean KA. This is where I think I'm going to need your guys' help. That's cool as hell. Can anyone identify what this is? I'm going to say sort of an Austin or something like that. I could be way off, but hey-ho. Oh. Whatever that is, a prefect. 2 more Mark 1 MX-5s. Now, KA seem to be a theme of the day. This is probably the most bonkers one we've seen. That is a massive intercooler right on the front there. Oh, very nice. Oh, there's another one there. They seem to be very popular this year. Oh my god, the interior is just as crazy as the outside. I would love to know more details about this. And another KA with one of the most 90s, early 2000s mods ever. Laguna splitter. The one split you would never see on a Laguna. Love the colour on this. It is like a matte finish. Very pastel sort of pinky colour. Why, oh why, am I really starting to like these KAs? So R33s are getting rare. That may well be Liam's old one. I'm pretty sure he put those wheels on there. I will double check the reg. If so, that would be crazy. What's rarer than an R33, you might ask? Now, I'll give you a couple of seconds. I will give you a pretty badge if you can tell me what this is. I knew straight away because I'm a freaking nerd. But Tom even struggled. He thought it was an AE86 from afar, which is fair enough. They've got that same shape, and I've just given it away there. This is an S12, so this was the predecessor to the S13 that everyone knows and loves, and it's pretty standard, which is crazy to see. So I love E46s. I have never seen one in this colour. This is not a factory colour, but this stood out a mile away, and if you can probably see from the camera, it has got some funky fleck in it as well. So not only is it a creepy looking limo anyway, you've got this, albeit well-dressed gentleman. Good morning, sir. How crazy is that? That's the first car I've ever owned, and that's the current car I own. Not my ones, obviously, but I used to own, first car was a Micra, and unfortunately now I own 2 of these things. 106 Quicksilver as well. I cannot remember the last time I saw one of those. As I've said many a times, I do love an EK. The colour's a bit crazy. The yellow under the bonnet really matches it. And I've just noticed there's a wastegate there, which must mean there's a turbo. Wow, so amongst the amazing MX-5s, we've got another car from my childhood. Kenny's owned 2 of these, and one of the ones he owned actually had my initials on the number plate. So these still make me, I get that nostalgic feeling. Oh, I love these things. Wraps are obviously mega on the scene at the moment. This colour, that's probably one of my favourites actually. That is crazy. Wow, that is cool. A 309. I'm guessing a track car as well. That's crazy. Anytime you see an MX-5 with force end on it, you know, I imagine this thing's been sideways once or twice. These cars always remind me of Gran Turismo, Nissan Primera. Gran Turismo back in the day was one of those games that you could just drive normal everyday cars, and that is what I loved about it. And this just takes me back. The colour is bonkers as well. So as much as these cars suck, I'm just kidding. Yes, they are amazing cars, and I can speak from experience. We have featured one that was also drenched in carbon. Not only do they look amazing in red, but that red and carbon always work. That is a winning combo no matter what you put on. You could probably put on your fridge and it would still look amazing. So that is done really well. Oh, but, come on. Yellow MX-5. That is cool as hell. And one of the things back in the day that everyone used to do to the Micras, I don't know if you know this because you're only like 3 years old, they used to get drain guttering of some sort and convert them and use them as side skirts. I used to love that mod. Oh my god, it's an SI. My first car was a K11 SI. Wow, yes, love this thing. I wish mine sat like that. Mine was like a monster truck. But I really like that. I very much approve of that. So George is getting way too excited, but I want to show this first, the GS. With the Halloween, someone's had an accident on the way down. That is cool, the pentagram on the bonnet. And I think George's favourite Scooby here, with the we've seen this before, but with the decorations it just looks even better. That purple against the white is beautiful. Do you approve? That is amazing. I thought this was Zoe's one. It's not. There's another blue Clio with the Mad Aero on the front. They suit that so well, and the wing on the back. Another car from my childhood. Many moons ago, back when I was a lad, my stepdad had a Ford Cougar, and he used to pick me up from school in it, and I used to feel like the coolest kid in town. And now I think they've aged really well. A lot of people don't like them. I think they are cool. And seeing this many together, I can't remember the last time I saw one out on the road But seeing them together is awesome. Some more yellow card appreciation. There seems to be a lot of yellow cars here. Not that I'm complaining, because I think it's one of the best colours on a car. And particularly on a Skyline. We do love a classic Scooby. That just looks, that sits lovely. I do really like that. Nice little pumpkin in front as well. Again, going to the random cars that I really like. I really miss my EJ Civics and my EGs, so that's cool. Especially in a saloon. This is a cool section. I love, even when they're trying to be angry, they're still cute. So we've got a row of MX-5s, all decorated in different ways, all Mark 1s. And this one's just woken up by the look of it. Love all the details on these, and I personally never get bored of seeing the Mark 1s. He looks a bit big-headed, doesn't he? I genuinely thought that was a real person for a sec. Mad colour. I don't know if this is going to get picked up on camera. That's a really subtle flip in there. There's a couple of different colours there. That's new. Someone's having a bad day. So I wanted to get a shot of Gav's car, but typical, the one time we come around this end, he's on track, but there he is. That sounds lovely. Here's Gav's new car. Now, you guys will probably know Gav from the purple Scooby that we did. Absolutely love that car. This is in a bit of a different condition. Yes, he's bought this for drifting, but he's got the most important mod, of course. I love the colour combo on this thing. He's made a really good choice. And the absolute contrast to Gav's 350. This beautiful orange example with a subtle, not so subtle spoiler, I am going to be part of that gang soon. And the section George has been looking forward to all day, the Scooby section. And I've got to say, seeing them all lined up, this is amazing. This one is beautiful. Beautiful example of a blob. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Here he comes after this parade lap. So we're going to end up on the best section with the best cars, of course. Back on the Accelerate, well, the Club 360 stand, sorry, with the Accelerate car. So we've got a fan favourite, John's 68 Mustang, that once again, for the second show in a row, won top 50, so he's just come back from his parade lap. Yes, as you probably noticed, the rain is starting to come down. Ben's E36. You guys probably know the trouble we've gone through with this, the stressful project and Ben's very, very tight deadlines. But it's all come together, so thank you to Swish Graphics, Phoenix, Detailing, John, everyone involved with this car, Stu as well. This has just been an incredible journey, and seeing it now is phenomenal. I wanted to get some better shots on the drive, but hey-ho. For those that don't know, this is inspired, of course, by the old E36 Fina livery on the DTM sort of touring cars. How good do these cars look together? Tom, I wish the car was up front, because Tom's MX-5 is backed it as well. But all of these cars together just look phenomenal. That was Halloween Action Day. As you can see, the rain's really coming down, so we're going to end the video here. Thank you so much, as we always say, to anyone who come up to say hello. I'll cut it short. Halloween Action Day is always an awesome one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.